Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Snorlax. Now Snorlax, obviously a very high HP Pokemon, having pretty good attack and pretty good special defense. So you can run it in a variety of different ways. Now, I have 4 sets today, two generic sets, one Dynamax set and then one Gigantamax set, because obviously we get Gigantamax as form of Snorlax as well. My goodness, I cannot talk right. The first set we have here today is a Curse set. So Curse is relatively common, obviously increasing up the attack and defense of the Snorlax whilst lowering down the speed. This can work really well in Trick Room. If you're doing doubles in Trick Room, for example, and you can get a couple of curses up, then that will have a huge impact for you. But the idea here is to get a couple of curses up, and hopefully you'll be able to do a lot of damage to different Pokemon. So we've got Darkest Lariat, which is a really good move because it's Dark type, it hits Ghost types, and it also doesn't pay attention to any raised stats on the opposing Pokemon. So if you've got a Reuniclus, for example, that's stacked itself up on its defense, possibly, then you use Darkest Lariat. That's not going to worry about the stacked up defense, just the natural defense. Fire Punch to hit things like Steel types because they can be a huge pain. Obviously, you're not too strong against them. And then Seed Bomb, the same thing for Rock types. Again, your natural typing doesn't really cover that. If you want to put Double Edge on here, you could, but that is up to you. I've got Leftovers as the held item here, just allowing you to heal yourself up because you will take a few hits while setting up your curse. And then you've got Immunity, which will stop you from getting poisoned or toxic. If you get toxic, that is going to start wrapping up on you pretty quickly, so having that there can definitely allow you to set up, essentially. EV's gone for max HP and max attack with an adamant nature, so more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs and special defense. You can go brave, so a minus speed nature, but that is entirely up to you what you decide to go for. The second set is another relatively common set. We've got Belly Drum, and now Snorlax has access to Gluttony, which is really good because it means whilst it's got that Belly Drum off, it's gone down to 50 health, it can then eat its Wiki Berry and get 33% of its health back. So essentially, you're only using about 17% of your health for the Belly Drum, which is really quite good. Move-wise, gone for Body Slam, which obviously powerful normal type attack, has a chance to paralyze as well, which can just be hugely beneficial on lots of different areas, such as speed and actually causing them to become paralyzed. You've got Earthquake, which can hit Steel types and Rock types, for example, that you wouldn't be able to hit with the Belly Drum, and then Thunder Punch just for a bit more variety on there as well. EV's gone for max HP and max attack with a brave nature, so more attack, less speed, and 4 EVs and special defense. I think this would definitely work really well on a Trick Room set. So if you want to run that, you can. Obviously having something like Reuniclus or Dusclops to help set that up. But yeah, obviously having the Wiki Berry here, if you're going for a adamant nature, you probably want to go for Figgy Berry because otherwise you'll get confused, and you do not want that. Now the third set that we have is our Dynamax set. Now, I've put a choice band on here. Normally, a choice band gives you 1.5 times attack and locks you into a move. But when you're Dynamaxed, you've got neither of those. So you can change up what you decide to go for. Now, we've got 3 moves on here, which are definitely usable when you are Dynamax, especially in doubles as well. I think this will work in a double set. We've got Brick Break, which returns into Max Knuckle, increasing up your attack by 1 stage. Now, you could go for that 3 times if you want to be hugely offensive, but you've also got Iron Head, which raises up your special defense. I believe it's your special... No, sorry. Iron Head is your defense through Max Steel Spike. It raises up your defense 1 stage, which can be really beneficial, especially if your partner's quite frail. And then you've got Earthquake, which turns to Max Quake and raises up your special defense and your ally special defense as well. So it can be beneficial to you using any of those 3 moves and also having quite a wide amount of coverage, hitting, I think, everything for at least neutral damage at that point. Last move I've gone for is Ice Punch, just because it's a generically good move that hits a variety of different Pokemon. Ice type is, I think it hits everything. There's no immunities to Ice. EV's max HP and max attack with a adamant nature, so more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs and special defense. Obviously, depending on how you want to go for this, you could run this as defensive or specially defensive. It's entirely up to you. how you decide to go for it. You could decide to not go for the choice band if you want to go for leftovers or something, and then just have more of a tanky Mon. That is up to you as well. Couple of different variants that you can run on this Dynamax set, obviously. And finally, we have our Gigantamax Snorlax. Now, when Snorlax uses a normal type move, whilst Dynamax, it turns into Gmax Replenish, which restores your berry. I've got the hiccups, I apologise. Restores your berry, so if you wait a little while, if you get down to half health, your Gluttony will then cause you to eat your Lychee Berry. You can then Gigantamax, use Gmax Replenish and get the Lychee Berry back, and because you're below 50%, you'll eat the berry again. And if you could do that a couple of times, you can then start raising your attack up. That's definitely an option. Again, you could use something like a Wiki Berry or a Figgy Berry if you're running the Adamant Nature, just to allow you to heal yourself up, to keep you healthy. You've got Earthquake, Gunk Shot, and Rock Slide on here as well. So Gunk Shot will raise up the special attack of you and your allies, which can be really helpful. Rock Slide can get the flinch. It can also hit a variety of different Pokemon, set up Sandstorm where you're Dynamaxed, or Gigantamax in this case, and then Earthquake, as I said earlier, can raise up your special defense. So you have a lot of good utility moves for Snorlax to be a Dynamax or Gigantamax Pokemon. So I think it is definitely very much viable in this case. Eevee's max HP and max attack with an Adamant Nature, so more attack and less special attack. Obviously, you can run this as max defense, max special defense, possibly even max special, although I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. I think going for the physical side of things could definitely work, but having the defense as an option is also really good. That is all for Snorlax. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.